Pick up the stars tonight. We'll be burning on and on, building a brighter light where no one knows, a place untold. Give me a hand tonight, and everything will be alright. We'll run away into the fields of gold where dreams are grown. Running to higher ground, we'll be chasing every sound, blazing a path into the glowing light where truths collide. Give me a hand tonight, and everything will be alright. We'll run away into the fields of gold where dreams are grown.
Hello Aquarius, this is Inspire 2016 with your monthly reading for the month of March 2017 with focusing on your career and work life. So we already pre-shuffled the card for you prior to the reading so that we can get the message directly. So let's see what is in store for you for the month of March. So I hope that you have a good month so far in the month of February. So let's see, the first card for you representing the present position or the beginning of the month, you have the Ace of Hearts. So in the month of March, especially in the beginning of the month, you may have begin some kind of new relationship. It either be like friendship or let's say love relationship, for instance. For any kind of relationship that gives you emotional fulfillment in some way. This could also be your like the true passions of the type of relationship can be. Like for instance, if you start new business or a new ventures, that may be something that you really love to do. That's something that you're passionate about. So this could also be indicating strongly with this card. So there's type of new things happening in your life, probably after the new moons in your sign in the month of January. So possibly that the month of March, you begin with some kind of emotional happiness in the beginning of the month, because you may find out something. Let's say somebody likes you, for instance, then you may get a proposal, for instance, to become like official love relationship, for instance. That could also be indicating with this card. By the way, because this is the career reading, so we limit this reading only for your work and career life. Therefore, this card strongly indicates that you may join up with somebody in your life that you may trust as well. It could also be your friends, your best friends, or it could also be your girlfriend, boyfriend, can also be, to start a new business together, or to start something new that you really love to do. Or otherwise you may get a new job, for instance. Easy than let's say, for instance, the straightforward things that can be like you get a new job that you really love to do. That could also be indicating, like, let's say you really love to cook, and then you apply for a chef job in the, let's say, the best hotels or the best restaurant in town or in your place, for instance. And you're very happy and you're really excited to start the month of March because you really want to get something like that job for a long time. So finally you get it. So you finally begin something new in the month of March. So that's pretty much something that may indicate with this card. So let's see what is the next card that you have that indicating the influence card or the bridge card. Towards the middle of the month you get the Three of Diamonds. So this Three of Diamonds actually correlated with the first card here, by the way. It does look like that you start building up your strengths and your capability with somebody, like people that are different than you, with different skill, different backgrounds, that they may contribute to your success. So this could also be indicating, like, if you start your own company or your own business, or maybe you open a store or restaurant, then you start hiring people, and finally you have to work together with several different staff members or staff or people that, let's say, in your company. Other than that, if you join a, let's say, if you just hired, and you may, this indicate also some kind of on-the-job training can also be with this card. You may get a lot of support in your new ventures or new career with several different people that may work together with you in the month of March 2017. So this is a very positive card because you may realize that you have a lot of support behind you or surrounding you in the month of March. So let's see what is the next card indicating the past position of your career life. You have the Seven of Spades. So this is not really a good card, by the way, but hopefully this card is in the past position of your career life. So it does look like in the traditional tarot there could be the Seven of Swords, indicating the normal meaning of this card could also be like betrayals or somebody sneaking behind your back, or it could also be you, in this case, try to hide something from, let's say, your employer, for instance. If you, like, let's say if you get the offer, for instance, for the past few months or few weeks or so, and you finally start your, let's say, new employments, maybe some of you may not saying it to your boss in the month of maybe February or January after you get the offer, for instance, and maybe they found out in the end. And because this card is the upright position, so it looks like, so you have tried to hide it or try to keep it secret anyway. But anyway, in the end they might know from you, possibly, because you cannot hold it anymore. Then you have to leave, for instance, because they already give you a proper arrangement or proper offer. And possibly in the end of February, then you just reveal the whole things. Other than that, it could also be like betrayals in your career life, for instance, like somebody gossiping you behind your back and you finally found out. That could also indicate here. or maybe there are some kind of talk with your employer, and employers say that they may not be able to employ you for the next period or the next terms, for instance. Then they might saying that you may have to like find a new job or find a new career employment. That could also indicating here like you've been laid off in some way. Then you feel betrayal from your employer because they might not give you like the rewards or the appreciation of your hard work, for instance. Maybe they don't satisfy with what you have done in the company. Simple than that, maybe they have financial difficulties in their company. Then there are some employee that they may have to get rid of, for instance, and it can also be, let's say in this case, it can be you, and you may have to accept it, for instance. That could also be indicating here. But believe that there is a good things of every door that are closed. That means that you might be discovering new things, like new door will open for you. That is strongly indicating here with this card, the Ace of Hearts. So let's say if you have been longing to change your career, for instance, and you finally have the courage to do so in the month of March, and you finally find out and you want to get or start something that are more fulfilling in your life. So let's see what is the next card for you, that indicating the things that you learned from the past. You have the Ten of Diamonds. So this card, the Ten of Diamonds, indicating that so for the past few months you have a very fulfilling life. You have everything you need, and you have a happy family life and also happy career life, for instance. Everything's like seems perfect, and you have anything that you want in life. And since this is also like general career reading, so this could also indicating that like there are several different projects that you have done that give you a lot of fulfillment in your life. So it doesn't have to be like financial things as well. It could also be like abundance in your achievement in your career, for instance. Like you get a lot of clients that are satisfied, a lot of customers that's praising you, for instance. It could also indicating here that they are satisfied with whatever you have done in your work. So this card also indicate that you learn from the past, that you finally be able to purchase a house or purchase a home in some way with the saving that you have. Let's say you apply for mortgages, then you already get approval, for instance. That could also make you happy. Other than that, if you working for yourself, then this could also indicating like you already pick up a lot of clients that give you a lot of financial support and financial abundance. So that is strongly indicating with this card. So let's see the next card for you, representing the things that you need to let go from the past. You have the Eight of Diamonds. So this Eight of Diamonds indicating that there are some certain skills in your life that may or may not be applied for you. Maybe it's not really beneficial for you for the next few months or in the future, for instance. But it may be something that you really love to do and something that you studied for instance, for the past few years. But some of those skills may not be something that you need, and you may have to let go those skills. It doesn't necessarily that you need to forget those skills. It may be like, let's say for instance, you learn new languages, like let's say if you learn something else like cooking, for instance, and because you are not working in the restaurant doesn't mean that you have to release those skills. You just have to let go. Like you don't have to forget those skills, but you have to release it, or you have to let go those skills. because maybe there are some certain things in your life that may not be used. Let's say, for instance, if you like new languages, let's say Japanese or Spanish, but you are using just English, so you may not need to like learn those skills or like making it as an expert as well. So there are some certain skills that may not be applicable in your life that you may have to let go anyway. So the next card that you have indicating the future card or the outcome card toward the end of the month, you have the Six of Hearts. So there will be somebody in your past that may come back to you in the month of March that may be able to help you out with your endeavor, with your career life. So this card also indicating strongly that you may be able to start something new with the people in your past. Let's say maybe you have some certain task or some certain position in your career, like your ventures or your new business. For instance, if you started something new in your life, and maybe you have to contact some of your old friends, maybe they are looking for a new job, for jobs, for instance, or something that you feel that you can trust those people in your life. Let's say your old best friend that may be very good at, let's say, dealing with the customers, then you may have to hire him or her to be like, let's say if you have let's say a hotel or a restaurant, then maybe they can work for you as a receptionist or maybe waitress, things like that. That could also be indicating here. So let's see what is the last card for you that indicates the clarifying card. At the bottom of the deck you have the King of Spades. So this King of Spades in the traditional tarot deck will be the King of Sword. There will be someone in your life, possibly a male air sign, that could also be you as well, because you are an air sign as well. They are very analytical and strongly logical in your approach towards any kind of problems. So this guy could also be your manager, unless if you finally start your own business, then it might be you anyway as the owner of your business. Other than that, if you start, let's say, a new job, for instance, then this guy will be your new manager or your new boss that can help you out towards your career life. Be careful that he is very strict to the law, and he always follow the rule, and don't try to cheat or try to sneak behind the, let's say, the laws in some way, because he might be able to caught you and then give you punishment in some way. So other than that, this guy could also tie in with this Six of Cups as well, or Six of Hearts in this in the future card or the outcome card, because it can also be indicating like somebody in your life might be an air sign male that can help you with your endeavor. That could possibly from the past, that give you a lot of insight. Maybe you worked with your friends before and you found out that maybe he's interested in joining partner with you in your new ventures, for instance. Or maybe you've met some other guys in your career life that possibly from your past, maybe you meet him or her in your new job, as if you've been trying to find a new job. So all in all, if we summarize this reading, it just looks like you begin something new that gives you mental or emotional fulfillments, and you learn a lot of skill. That means that you grow up in some way, and like there are some kind of collaboration on the job training in some way towards the middle of the month, and towards the end of the month you finally reunite. I mean, there are some kind of reunion, for instance, with your friends from the past that can help you out with your career. There might be some gossips in the past or some betrayal in some way, or maybe you hide something from your past employer that you may found out, and then don't worry about that because this will be in the past. There's some certain skill that you need to let go anyway. So all in all, that's something that I got for you. I hope that this reading is helpful, and if you like the reading, just click like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.